This one is going to be a little interesting because I'm not talking about anything that out of the ordinary. I'm talking about a mango. Now, why mango? Because I'm not just talking about this mango, but I'm talking about three varieties of mangoes. There are over 100 cultivars of mangoes, and all have their own unique attributes. So what I'm going to do today is have a taste test of sorts to try to find out what is the best mango out of the three that I have. The first one, this is a Tommy Atkins mango. These are the most common ones that you find at the supermarket. They are not considered to be the best mangoes. They are so common and so popular because they have a really, really good shelf life. They're very easy to produce, and they're resistant of disease. So that's why you see these everywhere, but they're not considered to be the best by any means. So it's be interesting to see how this holds up compared to the other two that I have. This one is a Haitian mango, and Haitian mangoes are actually very popular. They're supposed to have a more tropical taste to them. And third, honestly, I don't know what kind this is. I bought it at the supermarket, and they listed it as a Puerto Rican mango. There are different levels of ripeness, unfortunately. It's just hard to find ones that were all perfectly ripe. This one is it just got ripe. Maybe it's midge underripe. This one is probably at the peak ripeness, but I did have to keep it in the fridge, which is not good for them. And this one is maybe a little bit overripe. So that's going to kind of skew things a little bit, but honestly, do you care? You do? Well, then what's wrong with you? I don't know. The skin on unripe mangoes, if you eat it, it can cause contact dermatitis. It's presumed that the pigment, India yellow, comes from cow urine that is particularly cows who are fed mango leaves. So they feed them mango leaves and then collect the urine and create a pigment out of it. It's kind of gross, right? In the West Indies, there is a saying to go mango walk, which means to go and steal somebody's mango. That's a saying that you can use now. Go off and steal a mango, and if anyone asks you what you're doing, just say, I'm just going mango walk. I'm embracing my West Indian heritage. I like it. I know it's what you would expect a mango to taste like. It's a little bland. It's not very flavorful, but it's not crazy sweet, crazy sour. It's pretty mild as it all goes. The mouth feel is kind of fibrous. There's a lot of little tissues in there, but otherwise it's okay. It's more like the Tommy Atkins mango, but it is different. The texture is a lot less fibrous, which is nice. It's got a unique taste to it. Not sure what it is. It's a little more savory. I want to say it's got a little bit of a bean flavor, like a garbanzo bean flavor or something. I think this one is probably the least sweet. Already it looks different. This one is more juicy, looks a little bit more not fibrous at all, looks more like a piece of peach or papaya or something. It's more like what you would think of fruit should look like. So let's try this one. Wow. It is you can't even compare those. this is like so different. It's like a completely different fruit. I mean, it does have like a strong mango taste, of course, because it's a mango, but it's very different. I don't know if this is true, but for some reason it's making me think this, but like the good part of a durian? No, I know what it is. This tastes like cashew fruit. It's got like a hint of cashew fruit taste to it, which actually makes sense because mangoes are part of the same family that cashew fruits are. I know I haven't done cashew fruit yet. It's really hard to find, but I've had the juice before. You can buy it at Whole Foods. But the cashew fruit has like, it's got like a little bit of like the cashew like nut that you would eat. A little bit of that taste, but really, really dilute. But mixed with like mango. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with that. I know that means probably nothing to you, unless you've been lucky enough to have cashew fruit before, because I haven't. Yeah, this Haitian mango here is a completely different thing. It looks different, it tastes different, it's got a different texture to it, it's juicier, it's very unique. I would say like the Haitian mango wins by far. As for the other two, I actually prefer the Tommy Atkins. I'm surprised that I prefer the Tommy Atkins mango over the Puerto Rican mango, but I do. It's a little more flavorful. I think that's it. They both have their own unique little differences to it, but they're fairly similar. But the Tommy Atkins just has a little more flavor. Okay, it's time for the fruit challenge. State your name.
Stuart.
Elbow.
Okay, so we're going to start with A. Mango A.
Oh, it's very piney.
Piney, okay. Is it sweet?
Only a little. Kind of. More in the aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've often observed that mangoes taste like a pine tree or pine cone a little bit when they're green.
Okay.
So
Do you think this one is maybe a little underripe?
it might be slightly green.
Yeah, it is.
Mangoes, as in my experience, range from tasting like I'm eating a rock hard pine cone to I'm eating a delicious, mushy, sweet, like mango-y confection. And
This is more like a pine
this
cone.
is more of a pine cone.
Okay, so you're saying on the scale to 1 to 10, it tastes like a pine cone.
1 being a pine cone, 10 being mango ice cream.
Okay.
This is like a 2.
which is B?
B is the little container.
Oh, wait.
I want this piece.
Alba's gonna eat it all with her hands.
Tastes like a cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. That's interesting. Yeah, a little bit.
Tastes like cantaloupe.
I had really a hard time trying to figure out what that one tasted like.
Oh yeah. This is the
I would
mango-
actually have thought this was cantaloupe.
This is the mango that I would normally say I'm familiar with. Is like a sweet, soft mango.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't taste like a mango.
Yeah, it
Except like
does.
a little bit. It tastes
This
like
is what mango's supposed to
tastes
taste
like cantaloupe.
Nah.
Well, that's actually cantaloupe.
No!
No.
Control group!
No, it's actually mango.
This one is better than that one. I'd say it's probably
I don't think it's like
considerably more ripe.
terrifically good though.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's okay.
still kind of bland.
Yeah. I actually prefer the brown looking one there. Because it just seems to have more flavor to me. And that
Pine
one's
flavor.
pine cone, yes,
Pine
but
flavor.
flavor nonetheless. And that one I just think is just
Yeah,
kind
this
of
one's kind of bland.
You like-
Okay, third, last. Here, you take the fork.
Third.
I eat with my fingers. Oh! I don't know if I can eat this
Why?
because it's a strange texture. I'm trying to find a very small
Just
piece.
cut a small piece.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this piece. I'm gonna eat it with my fingers.
Yeah. I mean, you have the fork in your hand. Why bother using a fork?
That was
Think so?
good. Yeah. Very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like a mango syrup, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Stu, you look very confused.
It has nothing to do with durian, but something I think I recognized in the durian.
Mm-hmm.
There's a slightly sulfurous undertone here.
Yep.
oh, I do kind of taste that.
Yeah, I'm not the only one then. Okay. Yeah, because I had that. I
Yeah.
kind of described this as like, it like has like a durian taste, but like if you just had like the good part of the durian and not like the part that tastes like decaying corpse feet.
Yeah, especially as an aftertaste, I'm getting this kind of like latent hovering of durian-ish over my tongue.
I don't like this. Is
You
my
don't
least-
like that
This
one.
is my least favorite. I don't like anything with weird sulfurous tastes.
Okay, so if you were to vote, Stu, you would be going with
Yes,
the
small container is definitely
B.
mine.
Well, this one's nice because it's sweet,
Mm-hmm.
like very sweet, but it does have kind of a funky funk undertaste, so I think I'd probably have to go with this one because this one just tastes like garden.
I judged this one first, the C, and then I judged that one, and in last place, the one that you guys like. Well,
no.
would you like the unveiling of what you just
I'm
ate?
so curious.
Yes.
How poisonous all of it is.
It's all you're gonna
It's
die.
all totally poisonous.
you're all
I
gonna
should
die,
have
yeah.
known.
But yeah, so Exhibit A is a Tommy Atkins mango. It's the most resilient of the mangoes. It's got a really long shelf life, and I think that's why it's brown, because it's probably been like sitting around for a long time. But
But
like
it's still not ripe.
I don't know if they ever get ripe. They just like you can eat them like a long time.
Why
Right.
would you prize a fruit that never gets ripe, but you wait forever?
Well,
That
people-
seems more like some sort of like Sisyphean torture.
The supermarkets love it because they can like sell them
Yeah.
for
Wait, so I
months.
just wanna-
B, that one in the little container, is in a little container because it's actually like very small. But I bought them and it said it was like a Puerto Rican mango. So from Puerto Rico. And the third one there, that is a Haitian mango, which are prized for tasting very unique and tropical. So people like actually really like those ones.
Yeah, I can see it being tropical. Like
Yeah.
it tastes more like tropical punch than it does like mango.
Yeah. It tastes like, you probably haven't had it, but it tastes like cashew fruit.
Huh.
And I researched and realized that mangoes are related to cashew fruit,
Oh,
so
there you go.
that's probably why
Your
it does.
fruit world is getting smaller.
It is, like everything is coming together. It's
Yeah,
I think I understand life now.
Final thoughts. The smallest one was the most delicious.
Mm.
So don't be greedy and grab a huge mango that looks like it looks good on the supermarket shelf, because it's probably just been there a million years looking the same way, even though it's never a year ripe.
Mm-hmm. It's very deceiving, that one. I think it actually got browner as it's been sitting there. It looks like even more brown than
It
when we
does,
started.
right?
Yeah. Thanks for eating this fruit.
Mystery fruit.
Mystery fruit. Yeah.
Mystery mango.